Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having us today. I am Thomas Alverson. I graduated from North Carolina A&T May 22, and I am a manufacturing engineer.
Hello everyone, my name is John Blakely. I graduated from Howard University where I received my Bachelor's of Science in Chemical Engineering. I'm a plating engineer and I'm also the Professional Development Chair of the African Heritage ERG Employee Resource Group at my company, and Thomas Alverson is my co-chair. I'm here to speak to you all about teamwork. But before I speak to you about teamwork, I want to talk to you all about an important step that needs to be taken seriously before we even get into building a team. And that is your purpose. What is your purpose? You see, before we can begin to add people to your team, add people to your agenda in life, you need to determine for yourself what your agenda in life is. Now, I admire, respect, and applaud each and every one of you who is in this room today for taking the initiative to willingly be in grad school and seeking a graduate degree. But I don't mean to scare you, but I know and I graduated with engineers who I used to rub elbows with in the library, who are now missionaries, personal trainers. I know art majors who are now currently working at Microsoft. And I know business majors who are proud chefs and even DJs. I say all this to say, walking in your purpose, finding your purpose, is a journey, not a destination. And most of the time, not all, but most of the time, where you start your journey, 5, 10, 20 years from now, it might not be the same, and that's okay. Now, winding it back, how do I define a team? Not the dictionary. How do I define a team? I define a team as a unit. It is when one surrounds him or herself with like-minded individuals who share the same interests, aspirations, morals, and goals. Now, mind you, not everyone that you go to class with, that you see out in the public, are going to have the same interests, morals, aspirations, and goals that align with your purpose. You see, just like there are good and bad sports teams, it is easy to surround yourself with good and or bad company. Your company, your environment, your team has the power to either elevate you, stagnate you, or destroy you. Growing up, my mom used to instill in me at a very young age. She used to say, John, surround yourself with like-minded individuals. If you're the smartest, most driven person in your group of friends, well, honey, you're in the wrong group. You see, in order to have a successful team, you have to be aligned. You have to share a common goal, a common objective, and most importantly, a plan to get there. That way you can cover ground in life more efficiently, all the while working towards your purpose, because this is your team. Your team has the power to bring about personal development, character development, at a rate that you can't accomplish by yourself if you were to operate in a vacuum and take on life by yourself. Now, if you skip out on this intimate alignment period when it comes time to keenly select your teammates on your team, it is very easy to surround yourself with individuals who might look good, sound good, or even talk good, but are contrary to your morals, aspirations, interests, goals, and purpose in life. Now, I'm not saying that every single person in your network or in your friend group, in your phone's contacts, needs to be aligned with your morals, aspirations, and interests. But if we're talking about a team and building a team, The answer is absolutely yes. You see, you have you and your team out on the football field, hockey rink, soccer field, attacking life head on, and going through all the trials and tribulations together, facing it head on. That's the purpose of your team. Then you have your cheerleaders. Your cheerleaders in life might not share your aspirations, might not share your interests. They might not even share your morals. But they see and they understand your purpose in life. And they support you loudly, proudly. And they do this with a cheerful heart. Cheerleaders in life are individuals who help you brainstorm ideas to further your team's endeavors. Introduce you to people within their network who can expand your brand that you would not even have been able to get into contact with if it wasn't for them. Your team supports you. They like, comment, share your stuff online. They're proud to be associated with you. They're proud to be in your corner, and they see how bright your light shines. So your cheerleaders are very important. And then you have the people in the crowd who either admire you quietly or unfortunately wait for you to fail. Or they're waiting for you to fail. And that's real life. It's really true. I'm sure you all know about that. Now you're probably asking yourself, John, how do I start to brainstorm on ways to find my purpose? Like, how do I begin to even do that? Well, my advice to you is to take heed of my 4 C's. And that is courage, confidence, competence, and community. Starting off with courage. If you want to do anything in life that is worthwhile, besides just living life, coasting in life, you need to be courageous. Especially for us people of color. The world is constantly telling us what we cannot do. Constantly. So it's important for you to be courageous and go out into the world and deliberately do something that you aren't supposed to do. That the world is telling you that, hey, this is not a good idea, you're not going to be successful. Okay? Well, that might be what you think, but I think I can do this. You'll be surprised all that you can do in life when you think that you can. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to understand, our minds are so powerful. They literally have the power to uplift us or cause us to spiral into depression. First and foremost, above anything, it is important for you to be your best friend. If you're not your best friend, if you're always counting yourself out, then your courage is nil. It's nothing. But in order to be courageous, you need to be confident. Your confidence allows you to step out on life and go after things that might seem courageous to a third party, but they're not as courageous to you because your confidence and faith says, I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. I am what I am by the grace of God. This might be a difficult journey, but thus says the Lord. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. If God is for me, who can be against me? Those are affirmations, proclamations. They hold power. They invigorate you and your purpose and your direction in life. The world is not accepting, or the world is not receiving of those who are timid, shy, and apologetic. The world will chew you up and spit you out and have no remorse at all. I've seen it within my network of friends, and it's sad to see, but again, it's life. your confidence, your self-confidence, and your faith are important for your courage. They're the battery to your courage. And you have to remember, your confidence and faith are one. For the purposes of this presentation, think of the F in confidence to symbolize faith. You can just bold that F, capitalize that F. That is faith. They're one. Now, in order for your confidence to be substantive, you need to be competent. If I came up here and I was just talking, and I really did not know what I was talking about, and I was just speaking with a bunch of big words and a bunch of hoopla and just waving my hands around, I wouldn't be taken seriously. And more importantly, it would be hard for me to enlist people onto my team if I did not have competence in what I was talking about. How am I going to be able to recruit people to join my team so we can attack the world head on if I don't even know my plan, my direction? I haven't done my due diligence. But if I came up here and I really did know what I was talking about and was backed with competence, now that's a different ballgame. Now, does anybody remember, I know we're far removed from high school, but does anybody here remember the transitive property? Show of hands? Okay. So just as a refresher, the transitive property states if A equals B and B equals C, then A equals C. So if I say to you all, now remember, I just said confidence and faith are one. If I say to you all, faith without works is dead, confidence without works is dead. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done, in order for you to build competence, you need to do your proper homework on whatever direction in life that you're going into. You need to do all of the necessary questions in order to build competence in what you're doing, to, again, fuel your confidence. And now community is two parts, twofold. Number one, after you have taken the time to dream big and deliberately go out into life and do something that you're not supposed to do, and you're confident in yourself, in your abilities, you go out in life and you do something that you're not supposed to do with a courageous attitude, and you're confident in yourself and your abilities because you have done your due diligence, and you're competent in the direction that you're headed, and after the proper prayer and meditation, are you now fit to emotionally start picking people to be on your team, to be a part of your community, to be a part of your environment, your circle? Only then can you do that. And the second part of community, now I assure you, if you take my advice, and you do reach those milestones, those goals, everything that you set out for in your game plan, out on the football field, and so on and so forth, you will become successful eventually. It's just how it works. The energy that you put in, you're going to reap the benefits. And when you do get to that level in your life, that milestone in your life, in order to truly be successful, you have to remember the people who were with you when you didn't have a plan. The community that was there around you, cheering you on when you felt like you were going to give up. Your cheerleaders in life, your family, your intimate friends, your community. You're not successful if you don't turn around when you reach that milestone in your life and give back in some shape or way or form to the people who got you there. Now, I have one more point. I know I'm the last person between now and leaving, so I'm going to wrap this up. I know I brought up my mom before, and I said how she used to instill in me at a very young age, saying, surround yourself with like-minded individuals. If you're the smartest person in your group, you're in the wrong group. So I feel as though it is apropos to end this presentation with words of wisdom that my dad instilled in me. Now, after you have taken the time to ground yourself and truly find a direction in life that you're going, and you're going to be committed to that, and after you have applied my 4 C's, courage, confidence, competence, and community, in the words of my dad, proper preparation prevents poor performance. Thank you. Any questions? All right, I'm not gonna cry your mouth. But I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.